apparently it's her house again. We started off the show with Stephanie McMahon coming down to the centre of the ring and celebrating her victory over SmackDown Live, and not just SmackDown Live, her own brother Shane O'Mac. She calls down her husband Triple H, and they are both just gloating. And before Triple H can really get on, we have Kurt Angle come down and confront Triple H. Brilliant. Really is working that segment that these two are going to have a WrestleMania match. Not just that, we had Jason Jordan come out and challenge Triple H to a match as well. And before all that, thankfully, we had Braun Strowman come out, confront Triple H himself. Triple H comes out of the ring, and because both Jason Jordan and Braun Strowman have pretty much challenged Triple H, Stephanie McMahon goes, well, if you two want to fight so badly, you two fight each other. And this was, apart from the Stephanie McMahon and Triple H bit, the confronting of Triple H was really well performed. Triple H was fantastic. Jason Jordan, well done. Not great, but well done. Kurt Angle, fantastic. And Braun Strowman, he is absolutely amazing right now. Well done. Then we got our first match of the night, which was Samoa Joe taking on Finn Balor. And now for me, this is an absolute fantastic rivalry, and WWE need to keep working this angle with these two, because these two can just work off each other absolutely brilliant. Finn Balor and Samoa Joe wasn't the longest match on the show by far, but it definitely had some great spots. And let's be honest, seeing these two work together after we saw such great performances in NXT just shows these guys are the next main eventers for Raw. For me personally, they are at another level for these guys, especially for the guys coming up from NXT. These guys are two of the best in-ring performers on Raw right now. Really good match. Samoa Joe got the win, right decision. Definitely, I hope they have another match next week, so then we can have this back and forth kind of competition, and hopefully move this on to a major pay-per-view as well. Then we had Asuka take on Dana Brooke. Asuka won. That's it. She beat Dana quite easily. Kicking her in the head does work, I guess. Then we had an amazing segment with The Miz TV. Brilliant segment. We had The Miz, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, and then their special guest was going to be Roman Reigns. But not just Roman didn't come by himself. He brought the rest of the Shield with him. This was a really good promo between all six guys. Yes, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel didn't really say much, but The Miz, again, one of the best talkers in the company, proving it. And the crowd was fantastic. This is showing that the crowd was really behind these guys, and such a good back and forth promo work with each one. And then Roman Reigns challenges The Miz for his Intercontinental Championship. Kurt Angle agrees and authorises that the main event of tonight's Raw will be The Miz take on Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship. And Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel got beaten up quite badly, which was great. And The Miz is absolutely, he can go from being serious, heel, to comedy. It's brilliant. He's brilliant segment. Well done. Then we had Dean Ambrose take on Sheamus on a singles match. We had Cesaro and Seth Rollins outside the ring, just watching on for support. Pretty decent match. Again, we have Dean Ambrose and Sheamus. I think we've seen this match probably 6 million times, and again, it was a good match. This just shows the level these guys are at right now. Definitely high skilled. And Dean got the win, which is I'm saying the right decision for now, but you can't have the Shield constantly winning. For me personally, this is right now the right decision. Get Seth and Dean as main contenders for the tag team titles again, and get them to win their titles back. will be awesome. You know, Sheamus and Cesaro, one of the best tag teams anyway, and the match was such a back and forth match. To be honest, it could have gone either way, but it was a really good critical match, and it just shows how well Sheamus has evolved since teaming up with Cesaro. Then we had a segment with Alexa Bliss coming out to the centre ring, claiming that Charlotte was very lucky to beat her at Survivor Series, and that she is the true champion of WWE's women's divisions on both SmackDown and Raw. Then she got confronted by Mickie James, Bayley and Sasha Banks and Alicia Fox, all claiming because Alexa lost at Survivor Series, proving that she isn't worthy of being the Raw Women's Champion, that all these 4 women deserve an opportunity. Alexa just went, "No, you've wasted my time." She walks off. Kurt Angle stops and says, "Well, Alexa, you should be quite interested, because the winner of this match will become #1 contender, because we're going to have a Fatal 4-Way match." And we'll get onto that next. In the Fatal 4-Way match, just like I described earlier, we had Sasha Banks, Bayley, Mickie James and Alicia Fox all trying to take each other out, and it was quite a messy match, let's not be honest. This match had a purpose, and it wasn't to be a brilliant match. Yes, both Sasha and Bayley looked probably the strongest out of all 4 women. Bayley and Sasha did take out Mickie James and Alicia Fox quite quickly out and pushed them out of the ring. Then both Sasha and Mickie James took each other out in the centre of the ring. They're both pretty down. I think everyone's pretty much down in the centre of the ring. And then next thing we know, Paige's music hits and Paige returns. This is quite interesting. I wasn't too surprised, because pretty much Twitter exploded because Paige returned. And I woke up this morning and I saw a billion tweets about it. But it was great. It was good to see Paige back. She's definitely been missed by a lot of WWE fans. She's definitely going to get quite a bit of stick. We all know that. But her return was very exciting. She comes out, says, "Did you guys miss me?" Of course the fans missed her. Then she walks down and says, "Look, I'm come back, but I'm not alone." And then we had Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose from NXT attack Sasha Banks and Mickie James, literally leveling those 2 out, which was awesome. Then Bayley tried to stop him. Paige takes Bayley out. Alicia Fox runs for it, which was awesome. And then that was it. The match was already called off the minute that Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville attacked Sasha Banks and Mickie James. But wow, what a return. Absolutely fantastic. I was happy to see Paige back, and it's great that she is a heel. It looks definitely like they've just gone, yep, Paige is heel. She's got this new faction with her. New team, looks really exciting, and they're really gonna pop this Raw Women's division. Maybe Paige could be the one to take Asuka's winning streak. Who knows? We'll wait and see. Then we had Braun Strowman taking on Jason Jordan, and before the match even started, we saw a backstage segment with Jason Jordan trying to beg his dad to get him out of the match, because he's not actually 100% healed, even though he told Kurt Angle and Triple H he wanted a match with Triple H that he was 100% healed, even though that was apparently a lie. But no, he took on Braun Strowman, got squashed, good. Yeah, it wasn't too bad for him. It was a squash match. Let's get this straight. It was a squash match. I'm giving this a positive anyway, because Braun Strowman was well performed by Braun Strowman. Jason Jordan runs off, and Kane attacks Braun Strowman, takes his legs out, hits him with a chair. Wow, that was a great ending to the match. Braun Strowman getting absolutely devastated by Kane and a chair. Not going to complain. The match itself was nothing special. It was, like I said, a squash match, but Kane attacking Braun Strowman has definitely upped this rivalry even more. We had the cruiserweight time, and I want to be positive with the cruiserweight division. I think I've been very negative towards them, so I'm going to give a little bit of positive. Cruiserweight division, there's a lot of talented guys. Cedric Alexander, Tozawa, Rick Swann, Noam Dar. These guys are really, really talented wrestlers. And I always say this, if you see these guys actually just doing performance-wise, brilliant. But the match itself was an absolute waste of time. We had a 4-on-4 tag team match with Rick Swann, Cedric Alexander, Zawa, and Mustafa Ali taking the Zo train with Gulak, Duval, Tony Nese, and Noam Dar. Again, it's a match which has it has nothing to do with any storylines. It just feels like it's pushed in, like, oh, cruiserweights are here, come on everyone, it's the cruiserweight time. And we all go, yeah, these guys are really talented, but this means absolutely nothing for the cruiserweight scene. And let's be honest, again, Enzo Amore, please go away. I don't care how much people like you for your catchphrase and your t-shirts, you are not a cruiserweight. I don't care how much they keep telling me this, he's not a cruiserweight. Enzo Amore is the worst thing on WWE. He's the worst. He is the worst thing. And we had even worse stuff. We had Hornswoggle at one point, and Enzo's worse than that. My God, and WWE actually listen. We had a kickoff show match, which we had Elias and Matt Hardy on the Survivor Series. Elias is trying to play his music. Matt Hardy comes out and attacks Elias. They're continuing, so it actually meant something. It actually meant something. This is a positive, guys. I know what you're thinking. What WWE are actually going, well, we're going to use these two in a kickoff show. It's not just going to be a throwaway match. We're actually going to build up on a new rivalry. I know, I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked. This is great. Matt Hardy looks awesome. And let's be honest, Matt Hardy versus Elias wasn't too bad of a kickoff show match. It meant nothing, that's why I didn't really care. But now that I know it actually is building up to a rivalry, fantastic. Well done, WWE. Thank you for finally listening. Then we got to the main event, guys, and I'm not gonna lie, this was an absolute brilliant main event. You had The Miz and Roman Reigns, and it was a really good match. I'm not gonna lie, Roman sold well. He did. People don't give Roman credit, but he sold well. The Miz was brilliant, as he would say, awesome. And he was fantastic. He played the Healy scared type of guy, like, oh, trying to run away from Roman Reigns at the beginning, but getting more and more confident the more the match went on. It definitely was a back and forth type of match. You could have The Miz steal it at any point, which was fantastic. Then you could have Roman overpowering him at any point, which was always good. And then add the Bar into the mix. You had the Bar running to try and help The Miz get the win. The Miz uses his skull crushing finale. It doesn't work. Roman kicks out. Then you have the Shield to beat up the Bar, which was always brilliant. The Miz is getting up, thinking, what's going on? And then Roman hits the spear. Of course, Roman's gonna get the win, but the match itself was so good. It doesn't matter if Roman won. It was a good match, and we have a new Intercontinental Champion in Roman Reigns. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was slightly like, damn, this I want to see The Miz versus Roman Reigns again. I actually want to see that. And it was a good main event. Like I said, both guys were fantastic, and I was slightly a little bit surprised. And there you go, guys. That was our Raw review for this week. We had a very decent show. I know a lot of my friends who watch this show, and some of you guys do say I'm quite positive and I don't really look at the negatives in the match. But I will say this episode of Raw was very, very strong. We had some really great moments, and I'm not gonna lie, the best moment was Paige returning. WWE have been posting all about Roman Reigns getting the Intercontinental title, now being a Grand Slam winner. But for me, the biggest part of that show was Paige's return, and it was always going to be fantastic. Now let me know what you guys think about this week's Raw. Do you think I'm an absolute fool and I should be like, oh Boise, this was wrong and this was wrong and I can't believe you didn't look at this? And tell me, I want to hear what you guys have got to say. Leave it in the comments below. And you can always follow me on Twitter at Boise8am. Send me your tweets about wrestling as well. I always love to read what you guys have got to say about it. And I will see you tomorrow, guys, with our Smack Talk wrestling review for SmackDown Live. And I'll see you guys next time.